Unit 2, Day 2, solving equations by multiplying or dividing. Now, here's the thing, okay, just like yesterday, we're going to be doing the opposite of whatever operator is present near the x in order to get rid of it. We are trying to get rid of everything near and around our variable, whatever it is, x, a, b, v, what have you. Okay, now in order to get rid of the variable, just like we had said, okay, we have to use the opposite operation. Okay, if x is multiplied by something, we're going to divide by that same number. If x is divided by something, then we're going to multiply by whatever number it's divided by. Okay, so keeping that in the back of your head and keeping that in your brains, what we need to do on number 1, okay, since it's 6 times x, we have to divide by 6. So we divide each side of this by 6. And that's going to leave us with x equals 3. On number 2, we're going to do the exact same procedure, okay? We're going to divide by 5 on both sides. And that's going to leave us with x equaling, let's see, that would be 27. Alright? And the same thing for number 3, okay? It works the other way as well. Notice how the a is on the right side of the equal sign, okay? And we need to get rid of that negative 4, so we divide by negative 4. Divide by negative 4, and that's going to leave us with negative 8 equals a. Alright, now if we go through and we check our answers, that's going to be 6 times 3, we know that's 18. 5 times 27 would be 135. Negative 4 times negative 8 is positive 32. And there you have it. Okay? Quick checks on all those to make sure that we did them correctly. Alright, now if you prefer to plug them in and actually write it down, you're more than welcome to. Okay, but make sure that you're kind of going through and checking those. Okay, like I said in the last video, there's no reason that you should miss any of these questions. Okay, so on number 4, in order to solve this one, we're going to divide by negative 8. We divide by negative 8 and x equals 6. Alright, so let's see, just to double check, negative 8 times 6 is indeed negative 48. Alright, now on number 5, you'll notice we are no longer multiplying anything. We are now dividing. So m divided by negative 6, okay, we're going to multiply both sides by negative 6. So multiply by negative 6. Okay, and that's going to be m equals negative 24. And there's that. Okay, on number 6, okay, we're going to do the same thing, okay? We're going to pair that negative with the 7, and we're going to multiply both sides by negative 7. Okay, and that's going to leave us with a equaling negative 98. Okay, and then let's see, negative 98 divided by negative 7 is positive 14. So there's that. Alright, so next question, okay, we've got number 7. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to multiply by 6 on both sides. Okay, and then 6 times 3.6 is 21.6. So we got x equals negative 21.6. Alright, now if you really wanted to, you could take that negative 21.6, divide it by 6, and check to see if you get negative 36. If you don't, you need to go back and double check and figure out what you did wrong. Okay? That's the most important part of this whole thing. Alright? Is being able to, check your answers and say, okay, this isn't right, something's wrong here, I need to fix it. Okay? So, number 8. We got multiplication by negative 4 to get rid of this negative 4 in the bottom. So negative 4 times negative 5 is going to be positive 20 equals k. So let's see, does that actually work? We take the 20, plug it in for k. 20 divided by negative 4 is in fact negative 5, and that works. Alright, so number 9. Number 9, things start getting a little bit odd, right? Okay, we don't have the v sitting on top of anything. It's not v divided by something. It's kind of like v multiplied and divided by something. It's really weird, right? Okay, don't let it freak you out. It's okay. Fractions are our friends in mathematics. Okay, so what we're going to do on this one is we're actually going to multiply by what's called the reciprocal. Okay, and all reciprocal means, okay, and that's reciprocal, we're going to multiply by 5 over 9. Okay? We're going to multiply both sides by 5 over 9. Now, 5 times 9 is 45. 9 times 5 is 45. 45 divided by 45 is 1. So we're left with just 1v on the left side of that equation, right? Of the equal sign. Okay? So 27 times 5 divided by 9 is going to give us 15. So v equals 15. And that's what we're left with. Okay? And that would be our answer right there. Okay? Now, moving along. Okay? We got number 10. Okay? Now, number 10 works in the exact same way. Alright? Notice how we've got like 3y over 4. Well, the thing is, when it's all grouped together like that into one little fraction, okay, notice how there's no addition signs, no nothing else. It's just 3y over 4. What we can do to get rid of that 3/4 is multiply by 4/3. Okay? And that's going to leave us with 8/15 equals y. Okay? So, and if you need a little help seeing that, all you got to do is plug in 8/15 back in for y. So 8/15 times 3 and then divide by 4 will give you 2/5. Okay? And if you need to plug it into your calculator, go for it. Okay? And you'll be able to see, and really see that it actually happens that way. It's really kind of nice. Okay? Number 11. Okay? We're going to multiply by 7 over 1 on both sides. So 7 times 1 is 7 over 2. Okay, 7 times 1 is 7. 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, positive times negative is negative. And that's going to equal b. And there's our answer. And it's that simple. Alright, number 12. We're going to multiply by 6 over 5 on both sides. Okay, 6 times 3 is 18. 5 times 7 is 35. And that equals y. Alright? And I don't believe that reduces. Okay? And there's our answer. That's all there is to it. Alright? Now, we're going to solve 13 and 14 the exact same way that we've been doing stuff. Okay? Only thing is, we're just using straight variables. And that's okay. We can do that. Okay? So, we're going to solve for x on this first one. And in order to do that, okay, in order to solve for x, we divide both sides by y, right? Okay? And that's going to be x equals z over y. Alright? Now, this one says to solve for h. Okay, in order to solve for h, we got to multiply both sides by k. Alright? And that's going to leave me with h equals negative g times k. And that's all that I'm left with. And that's it. It's that simple. Okay? Alright. Let's keep on moving. So on number 15, we've got 6 times a number. So 6 times a number, well, that's going to be 6x. And that's going to be an equal sign, negative 54. Alright? And then in order to solve this, we got to divide each side by 6. Alright? And that's going to leave us with x equaling, let's see, 6 goes into 54, negative 9 times. At least negative 54. Slight correction there. Alright? So now number 16, we got 1/5 of a number is 26. So we're going to go 1. Let's do it in black, just like we've been doing. So 1 over 5 x. So 1/5 of a number is negative 26. So in order to get rid of the 1/5, we have to multiply both sides by 5. And that's going to leave us with x equaling equals negative 130. And that's it. That's all there is to these. Alright? Alright, and on to page 2. So, now we're getting into some of the applications, okay, and some of the slightly more useful pieces to this. So, let's see. We've got 25% of a number, okay? So 25%, so 0.25 x equals 20. Alright? Now, in order to get rid of the 0.25, we divide by 0.25. Right? We divide by 0.25. And if we put that into our calculators, it's going to spit out x equals 80. And there we have it. Alright? So, pretty simple stuff. Now, on number 18, it says 6 converters cost 120 Republic credits. How much does each converter cost? So let's see. In order to find the cost of something, well, 6, we know that we can get 6 times whatever cost it is, so that's going to be 6x equals 120. Okay? So in order to figure out how much each one of those costs, we have to divide each side of this by 6. And that's going to leave us with x equaling 20. Okay? And that's pretty easy. Now, the perimeter of a hexagon is 480 centimeters. find the length of each side. Okay? Now, if we remember correctly, okay, hexagon means 6. So we know that that's going to be 6 times x equals 480. Now, in order to get rid of the 6, we divide each side by 6, and that's going to leave us with x equaling 80. Alright? So, let's see. Number 20. A salesman earned $680. This is 1/20th of his sales. How much did he sell in dollars? So, in order to figure out how much he sold, what we're going to need to do is do 1/20th of x equals 680. So, in order to do this, we're going to multiply both sides by 20, and that's going to leave us with x equals 13,600. Alright, so he sold $13,600 worth of merchandise, and he wound up with $680 as his commission. Okay, and being able to calculate commission is really kind of important. Okay, so there's that. Now, John threw a surprise party for his friend. Food, drinks, and a DJ cost $560 for a group of 28 people. Write and solve an equation to find the cost per person. So we're going to do $28 per person. So 28 people times x. Okay, and we need that to equal out to 560. So if we go through and we do that, and we divide each side by 28, so that's going to leave us with x equaling 20. How nice and neat is that? Okay. Now, next one. We've got for the equation x divided by 6 equals 18, a student found the value of x to be 3. Find the error. What is the correct answer? So just for, visualizational proof that this doesn't work, we do 3. We go ahead and we plug in 3 for x and see what happens. So whenever we do that, we wind up with 1/2 equaling 18. And we all know that doesn't work. Okay? So we got to figure out what he did wrong. Okay? Well, the way that I see it, he multiplied 6 by 3 to get 18. He saw, okay, I've got a 6, I need to get to 18. Best way to do that is multiply by 3. Okay? That's not what we're supposed to do. Okay? It says that we're supposed to do, here, let's do this in a cool color. I like purple. Purple's a good color. So we're doing x over 6 equals 18. Okay? Now, in order to solve this, we know, and we should all know, we're supposed to multiply both sides of this by 6 instead. And that's going to give us x equals something much bigger than 3, right? 18 times 6 is 108. Alright? So, there it is. The correct answer is 108. And when you divide 108 by 6, you get 18, and everything's hunky-dory. Okay? Thank you for watching.